What's going on, peeps? We're back in the hizzy on Classic Tabletop RPG Friday. Roll 'em! Welcome one and all, especially my leets. What's up, leets? Love my leets. Love my leets. What's up, returnees? And what's up to all you greenies out there, those new people just found my channel? Welcome to RPG Elite. This is the place where we put the RP back into RPG. We give you tools, tips, tutorials, and real talk. The talk that ain't nobody talking about on any RPG channel that is out there. You know, where angels fear to tread type of deal. That's the kind of stuff we talk about here at RPG Elite. Thanks for stopping through. We're gonna get into the video today, which is part one of 2 parts in the mini series within a series. I had to get that one right, on robots in Gamma World. We're getting very, very close to the end of this series for Gamma World. So before we get to the end of this series, you guys, if you have enjoyed the series, you're thinking about, maybe I like Gamma World, maybe I want to get into this, then down in the description below are links for 1st through 4th edition. Go ahead, click on one of them, check it out. It's an affiliate link. I get a little Skrilla. You ain't gonna pay anything extra. Y'all know how affiliate links work, and if you don't, then I'm just telling you. You don't pay anything extra. Just the brother gets a little Skrilla on the back end, and that just helps me to go to Drive-Thru RPG and pick up some more classic stuff that I can't find anywhere else. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get into our classic tabletop image of the week over at the community tab. Let's put it up on the screen. Okay, so this was the image I posted earlier this week. I also said that I didn't think anybody was going to get this because it was a little hard. So I even threw you guys a bone, gave you a clue as to what it was. And well, I have a conundrum now. Somebody actually got the game right. They got the game right, but they didn't get the publication right. So I'm thinking you got to get both of them right in order for me to give you a shout out here, but you got half of it right. So what do I do here? I say half of their name, or what if they only got one name, right? Then do I just put, half of a syllable? Or do I just do half of the first syllable of the name or the first part of the name? Or I don't even know. So brother's just going to have to give you some love here and a little bit of grace. I'm being stupid today. I don't know what's up. I want to give a shout out to RPG Outlook. You got the game right. Kind of guessed with 2 games, but you got the game right. It was Dark Conspiracy. However, you didn't get the publication, but I'm going to give you a little bit of something. It is from Heart of Darkness. It's a module from Dark Conspiracy from Creed and Charlene Lambert. Came out in 1991, and I think that the image is on page 25 or 24 or something like that. So Dark Conspiracy, which, by the way, is a game that we are going to cover right after we get done with Traveler at the end of this year. So at the beginning of 2023, first quarter, God willing, that's the next game after Traveler. And I already got that scheduled out, and I'm looking forward to doing that game because I'm pretty interested in that game. And if you're not familiar with Dark Conspiracy, oh, you better keep it locked in. Yo, you better go ahead and push that subscribe button. Yo, you better hit that notification bell so you know exactly when I'll come out with those videos. Even if it's like 6 months away, you'll forget, right? And you'll be like, oh, I'll come back in 6 months. No, you won't. So go ahead and subscribe right now. And also at the end of this video, if you like what you see, then go ahead and hit, smash, and crush the like button, because that's what we do here. Farilla, Magilla, Chilla. All right, so let's get into the video today. It is 4th edition Gamma World Robots Part 1. As with the previous videos in this series, we will only cover what's different from the other Gamma World editions we've looked at previously. In Gamma World 4th Edition, there are 4 different classifications of robots. These classifications refer to each robot according to their specific function within society. These robots were stationed inside of homes, if a residence could afford them. They had no weapons or armor, and usually just had small tools that would enable them to perform whatever task they were created for. Civil robots were employed by government agencies like the police, firefighters, and hospitals. If the robot was tied to law enforcement, they had some kind of body armor and weapons included with the robot. These all had some kind of safety feature to make sure they didn't harm human beings unless another human being threatened another human being. They were programmed to recognize military ID cards. These robots were meant to do a job for a corporation and could include security robots, which had the same kind of weapons and armor civil robots had, as well as other kinds of robots like janitorial, service, and administrative. They were programmed to recognize civil authority ID cards. These were the most dangerous because they had weapons and armament that surpassed any of the other classifications of robots. Add to that they were not programmed to recognize any specific form of ID, and that all safety protocols to prevent them from harming human beings were not in place, and you had yourself a potentially scary piece of technology. Robot intelligence in Gamma World 4th Edition is represented by a certain level of intelligence. An intelligence of 5 to 7 represented the robot having interpretive intelligence. Civil robots normally had an intelligence of 13 to 14. Simpler industrial robots would have an intelligence between 2 to 4. The intelligence score is the robot's reasoning capabilities. When it comes to things like mathematics and logic, it's doubled. However, with empathic or emotional situations, it's halved. Robots with damaged CPUs are called rogue, and in the previous editions, these would be categorized as wild and are unpredictable. There are 6 different categories of movement for robots. Each one has a slow, average, and fast level of movement. Anti-grav allows the robot to effectively float above the ground. Flight is normally paired with another kind of movement depending on how flight is accomplished. Legs means either 2 or more. Submersible means the robot can move in an underwater or liquid environment that doesn't affect its exterior. Tracks are treads like tanks, and wheels, which they can have multiples of, are self-explanatory. Robots have various sensors and modes of communications that are similar to Gamma World 3rd Edition and those editions before. So what we will do here is again focus on the ones that are new to 4th Edition. This is the equivalent of giving the robot a sense of smell. It can analyze the air for trace chemicals and organic material, allowing it to track targets. This gives the robot the ability to detect biosignatures, allowing it to hone in on the specific bioelectric energy organic beings emit. These have a range of about 100 meters and can be blocked by solid objects like a wall or door. This does not work on plants. A robot with manipulators can interact with its surrounding environment with something equivalent to hands. Now, this actually could be hands or other things like tentacles, claws, or even force fields. Each one has a particular dexterity, physical strength, and damage capability reflected on the manipulator table. Dexterity and physical strength vary depending on whether the attribute is poor, average, or excellent. This is normally what most robots have. It can be up to 4 meters long, and claws do more damage than humanoid hands.
This allows the robot to manipulate objects from afar through projecting a weak, invisible force field. This field can take only 5 points of damage, and it takes 10 minutes to reset after it is used. These are up to 2 meters in length on average, though they can go all the way up to 6 meters. Out of all of the manipulators, they have more of a focus on physical strength than dexterity for grappling and entanglement. Most robots are made of some kind of steel and have a base armor class of 20. However, there are robots who are created for specific purposes and therefore have a tougher armor class. This is reflected in the AC values table. This is a specific kind of material that makes a robot resistant to most energy attacks. Now, this kind of force field is specifically for defense and can absorb a set amount of damage before it ever reaches the robot, effectively doubling its layer of protection. On the AC values table, the numbers represent how much damage the force field can absorb. Once this threshold is exceeded, the robot typically needs 10 minutes to reset the force field, though this time frame can vary, especially with wild robots. Military robots have a mechanism that allows them to regenerate force field integrity every round by 1 to 4 points. In Gamma World 4th Edition, hit points for robots represents the amount of damage it takes to disable the robot, not to destroy it. THAC scores, which stands for to hit armor class, are only relevant during combat. Non-combat robots have a THAC of 0. Security and police robots have a THAC of +5. Military bots have a score between +10 and +20. And physical strength and dexterity scores can modify THAC just like it does for PCs, depending on how high or low each stat is. The majority of robots have a perception score of 15 and a stealth remain unseen score of 0. Robots equipped with anti-gravity units can have their stealth increase to +5. These scores may be higher or lower for specialty robots or custom designed units.
So there we have it, folks. Part 1 of our mini series within a series of the last video in it. Did that even make any sense? The last video of the series, or the last part. Forget it. I'm all messed up. I'm discombobulated. I don't even know how to say it no more. That's all we got. A brother has got to.
So exit. Stage left.
And again, let me hit you up. If you like what you're seeing here, just go ahead, hit the subscribe button, smash that notification bell, crush the like button, and I will see you, God willing, next week. We got a new classic tabletop image of the week. I'm probably going to have a poll as well. Now that's going to stay up and you can come through anytime. Just trying to get some little information and trying to take the temperature of my viewers here. So we'll probably have a new poll going up next week as well, God willing. So if you've got a game this weekend, hey, happy gaming, y'all. I hope it's a wonderful session for you. And until the next time, a brother has got to go and keep on keeping on making some videos. So peace, 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 peace. What if I don't do hair grease? Okay, no hair grease today. I lied. Hair grease.